Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adreden, and this is just a bit of a channel update, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so here's a bit of the setup just right now. I'm going to show you a couple of things, alright? Alright guys, so yeah, this is mostly about, I just want to thank you guys for getting me up above like 700 subs. We actually are sitting almost at 900. I presume in about a week or two we'll be over 900 solidly. So thank you guys very much. Without you guys there is no channel, and so like I like talking to you guys. I love talking things about the games we're playing and interacting and making things. It's really quite awesome. So I really like it, and I just wanted to kind of share a couple of things that I've been up to. Some of it is a bit of this modding that I'm getting into, and yeah, I overall like it. It's a bit tricky learning some of the stuff. I can do the coding fine. Learning different, eccentricities of the code and such is a bit, it's always tricky when you're learning a new code base. Anyhow, maybe we'll go into a bit of other things. Yeah, I've got some stuff about this, how the channel's doing. Alpha 17, yeah, I don't know, man. It'll come out eventually. I'll show you in the other part about the analytics. It's sort of how what's happened and how it's going. It could come out any day, which would be fantastic, but it's probably already too late. But whatever. Yeah, I'll just show you a quick little thing here. These are some phosphorus tubes that I've put into the game. You can put them on flat surfaces, put them on various walls over there and up on the roofs. And so yeah, we're gonna go a little bit into that. Still got some more balancing to do for lots of these things. Got some new cubes, some recipes. Of course my sword is in the game. There's the one that I did. Don, if you're watching, thank you very much for all your work on the new one. I have not transferred it into the game yet. This is the old one still that I did. But yeah, cool. Anyways, let's do the analytics part, and then let's come back. Alright guys, here's a little bit of the analytics. Over here you can see that we are at 879 subscribers. So once again, thank you guys so much. It's really awesome to be able to like finally see some progress in how everything is going. It's a nice relief. Sometimes the continual grind of YouTube, but I mean the YouTube algorithm changes all the time, and so I think I know what needs to be done. So I'm going to enact a couple of those changes and wait on some of your guys' opinions for some of the other ones. Anyhow, as you can kind of see, this is a video that's going to be out today. It's probably been out for a day or two since you guys have probably seen it. We've got some castle stuff going on and some whatnots. Yeah. But yeah, this was at 160 something for the last while. Everything is kind of calming down, as you can see. And that's just simply due to the fact that Alpha 17 is delayed and delayed. So nothing I can do about that. So I'm just gonna go back to my old plan of producing a certain new types of content that I want to do, kind of like the simple base things. Well, not just the simple bases. I got a lot of bases that I don't need to cover, some of which I don't think people have seen. There's one that's going to be coming up, which is a pool base, which is kind of started to be hinted at, and this Horde Night, this 1 year Horde Night video. And yeah, I guess I don't know, we'll just head over to analytics, because I don't really know what else to show you guys. But this is the huge spike caused by one video in particular, and we'll get over to that one in a few minutes. But you can see, like, yeah, it was doing really awesome. This is all view time stuff, so this is really good. So sort of before all this, it was sort of hovering down here, 1.5 days kind of per day. But it used to be, when Alpha 16 came out, it was around 3,000 or something, and it's peaked and fallen. It's just the way YouTube is, man. It's you find something that's good, you work with it for a while until people are moving on. But anyway, this was all good, but it's definitely dropping off. I can show you a bit more of that very soon. Like right now though, most of the stuff is coming from the 5 things you watch out for in Alpha 17, and yeah, it's doing quite well. Most people watch about 9 minutes of it. The beginner's guide to Rend, people seem to be watching a fair bit of. 7 Days to Die, GNA Horde mode. Okay, that one seems to be a good one. So anyhow, move on to some analytics. These are the subscriber counts going up a little bit every weekend and stuff. This is about the time I dropped that video about the 5 things to watch out for in Alpha 17, and it you know, started to blah, 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 flux around a bit, and then it really started to take off though, I think, when it started to hit bigger, and I was getting, you know, 13 over 10 people a day on certain weekends and such. So that was amazing, so thank you guys. But unfortunately it is starting to come down, but I'm used to this, and I tried to mentally prepare myself that I knew that this high was only going to be a thing for a couple, you know, a little while. It's the roller coaster of being a YouTube content creator, man. It's just, you're up and you're down, and you gotta be happy when you're here and not too happy, you know. Don't get too arrogant, and then of course you're gonna fall, and here you just got to be like, well, what am I doing different, or what do I have to do different? And you know, so I'm going back to my old plan, which seems to be doing all right. I'll show you that, I guess, next. Because yeah, things like beginner's guides and tutorials and stuff, certain things do really well over time. This used to be my best video for the longest time. It just still keeps plugging along. This wrench one, this where the auger parts videos finally started to take over the one that I did in my Let's Play, which is good because people hated that one because it didn't really show where the auger parts were. It just sort of, you know, I went and tried to find some auger parts because I was annoyed that I couldn't find any, thus prompting the title, and thus eventually causing me to make this one here. And yeah, anyhow, this guide is doing pretty well. We have these new ones. Welcome to Canada. This usually happens when you start a new mod. It picks up, and then eventually, about 3 weeks, it drops off, roughly. 5. Yeah, this used to be about 10 times higher. So it was around, when it peaked, it was around 3,000 views all the time. Yeah, so it started on the 19th. Okay, there's the exact date. Views, there we go. Let's just pick that right up. Yeah, so it was getting a lot of views. So for 48 hours, yeah, it was around 3,000, and single days around 15. So yeah, it did really well, and I'm happy with that video. I mean, I could have done, I feel like I can do better next time, because I learned a lot from it, and despite the fact it was a lot of work, it was worth it. So back over here, what else can I show you that's important for the channel's growth? Yeah, basically I'm going to be focusing more on, you know, these are the videos that have lasted over time, right? Elevator tutorial, nuclear power. This is stuff like this people want to know about, and so this is what the algorithm seems to be promoting right now. So at least I'm gonna try for at least one video a week that is some sort of like tutorial-esque thing, and we'll see how that all goes. Or yeah, I seem to be getting quite a few requests for other biomes for these Subnautica things, so I might do a couple more of those. I'm going to. It's just a matter of getting everything organized again for that. Okay. All right, so the 10 things I learned in July about Alpha 17 is, it's not bad, but it isn't great. I think people are totally petered out on news about Alpha 17. They just need to, I don't know, the fun pimps, I guess, have got to go down and come back. But I mean, I've learned so much from talking to people about this, like just other more broad views, things like, you know, what is it, Metro will be out, Dying Light 2 will be out in, like, you know, October and November. Those games are kind of coming out. There's a bunch of big zombie games coming out, so the fun pimps have missed their chance, probably, unless Alpha 17 is amazingly good. They have kind of dropped the ball, and it's kind of going to be tough for them possibly on this cycle. I don't know. And I really hope they don't do another 1 year release schedule. They should do, I think, 6 months. While long is probably better for the game, but more hype more often. I don't know. Lots of games these days have patches all the time. They have, you know, little bits added to them all the time. Anyhow, well, I'm not going to get into that all. But yeah, so this will probably hit 25,000. So I'm happy for that. That's good. And yeah, hopefully the information in here is mostly relevant. The main thing I really wanted to point out was the whole thing about the toothies. That the fact that they ragdoll will probably be a problem in Alpha 17. What else do we have here? Not much. Yeah, but as you can kind of see, like, you know, around 100 views for most of the stuff, and then of course after this video came up, lots of good stuff came up with keeping me up around 100 views per video. That's good. I'm pretty happy. I just gotta get back onto it again, and I do plan on doing some. Anyways, we'll talk more in a couple seconds here. All right, guys. So yeah, as you can see, you have these blocks that are there, and at the moment we can pick them up. There's also this new block, which is super strong block. We'll get to that, and it's going to need a lot of balancing, and I'm curious to know people's thoughts on it. Anyway, let's hop back into this here body. So this is the phosphorus tube, and I've still got a little bit of work to do because I can't drop them without, you know, them looking right. They just drop as the bag. They don't drop as little things. So, but I mean, you can put one up there and then you can pick it back up. So I figured out some things. Done most of this room like that. This is just the normal torch, and just wanted to kind of compare between it and these light sources. These ones might need to be toned down a little bit more, considering what they're supposed to be. They're basically just, you know, phosphorus tubes, like tritium phosphorus tubes. You can look that up if you want. Anyway, up here we have some workbenches, or just some chem stations, I should say. But this here is a Zomzyme cube. I'm gonna have to make it so that maybe they can't be picked up at this stage, because they shouldn't be. This should be a very well hardened block, but I will have to figure out exactly how to do that. Kind of got them into the game, got most of the recipes in place, and there we have that. Anyway, it's a super strong block, overpowered probably right now, but it's meant to be a very end game kind of block. But basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so there's still some work to do on this one, but yeah, it's supposed to have a lot more strength and such than it does. I may not have it quite tuned up at the moment for what I want. If we take a look at it, it's supposed to have much more mass load and be lighter. Now the reason for this is because it's made out of these two things. This is a radius and an ulna. Now these you get from looting zombies. Zombies that have such a strong punch that they can break frickin' steel with their frickin' arms. I might add some hand bones, but I figured don't need to add all that stuff in. But the gist of this early stage of this aspect of my mod is that you can make arm bone dust in the chem station by kind of grinding it up. So, and you know, I gotta figure out more stuff about like fuel and stuff, because it's kind of silly that this is maybe a workstation, like a workbench kind of recipe rather than a chem station. I don't know. I might. Well, anyways, we're planning on putting an advanced chem station in. I don't know. Maybe it's not necessary for this recipe, but yeah, you can use your radius, or you can use the ulna. But you grind these things up, which I don't know. I consider maybe taking out just due to the fact that they're supposed to be like you know, unstoppable kind of blocks. So anyway, that's kind of how that all is. Then you take your arm bone dust and you bring it to your next, well, whatever you're doing, and you do some extraction. So calcium often dissolves in acetic acid. I may figure out a different thing, but you know, it's all feedback at this stage. It's just sort of early thoughts and stuff on how to make this go. Anyways, it takes a lot to make these arm bone extract stuff, and I want that to be the case because these are supposed to be like very ridiculously high-powered blocks that are difficult to make because they're so damn strong. They're supposed to be modeled after bone, and you know, the enzymes or whatever that holds the zombies' arms together so they can punch through steel. So they're fairly light. I might make them heavier than they are because, you know, if you're not using a biological process to create the bones, they're not going to have the spacing that a real bone has. So anyway, but bone is both, you know, it's like stronger than steel, lighter than steel, and so, you know, and because these are zombie ones, it kind of makes sense for the way the world works. So anyway, that makes your zombie arm extract, or zombie bone extract here. We need a sodium carbonate solution, and this is for mixing it up later. Can make 5 of them. Once again, this is not balanced. It's just sort of me playing around with recipes and sort of the main flow of how I kind of want this to go without it being too much, but definitely enough of a process, right? Like, because like I said, end game block, we don't want it to be super easy to get, but on the other hand, not impossible or too annoying. It's got a lot of balance to go. Right, so then we make those. So, give me a sec. Okay, so we take our sodium bicarbonate solution and our arm bone extract, and in here, in the, you know, your chem station, then you make zyme resin. I don't know. I kind of like the name of it because it's like a alliteration-ish thing. Anyway, 1-to-1, I guess, for these ones. Yeah, so, but anyway, that makes your arm extract here, or resin, and I kind of want it to be a little different. I want it to be like put down a zyme water block, in essence, like a resin block that's like a fluid into a form. So you actually have to put down like plates of like wood plates into something like a form. So you would have to pour it into something like this, and then it would harden into a block, and you'd have to rip the forms off. I think that would be fair for what I'm intending this block to be, because it's supposed to be very, very hard to destroy. Like, maybe even more than that, the 12,000 hit points. I don't know, just because, I mean, if a zombie can smash through steel, they gotta be frickin' strong. Anyway, but at the moment, the next stage is... But yeah, that's a bit of figuring out what I need to do. I think I have a rough idea of how to do it. It's just a matter of actually making it work. So then I guess, yeah, the next stage would be to get your zyme resin, and I think for now it's in here, but I might move it around. So yeah, and once again, they're gonna cost a fair bit too. Okay, so we need a couple more. So yeah, basically then you can craft one just like that, and it takes, you know, a little bit of time, and I might change the crafting times too, because like I said, very powerful blocks. But of course you gotta collect these arm bones up from zombies, and you gotta loot sodium bicarbonate and acetic acid, so baking soda and vinegar. So things you would find in a house, and they're not really used much for anything else. And then you would end up, you know, putting them around your building. Kind of like that. We're just gonna get rid of that stupid plant. Yeah, put some light out here so we can see. You know, up against your walls to form a nice barrier. Like that. Of course, if zombies were to try to attack it, it's not going to do very much for them. So, maybe we can even demonstrate. I haven't tried this yet, so hopefully it doesn't crush my game. And of course, if it was a resin, then you would be able to pour it into place, and ideally, I'll fix up the flow problems, and it'll all be good. All right, and so let's just get a little friend out here. Where's Arlene? There she be. Come on, Arlene. Hey. Whoa, there we go. Hopefully she'll start hitting it now. Yeah. So, I mean, really, because they can punch really hard. And hopefully it'll last a long time. But anyway, that's just a thought on that. What other things we have? Man, I have a huge list of stuff to do for this mod. It's not going to come out soon, I wouldn't say. Because, you know, there's lots of little things I want to do with the game. I want to change how many of the mechanics work in the game. Not many, some of them. They're just, they need some work. I want to add, you know, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I guess that's enough of that side of the preview. Let's see, you may have seen in other things that I've added the radioactive flesh and other things, but anyway, that's all to come. Here's a little video. I really have to thank you a lot, Don. It's just one of the things that hopefully will be coming to the mod soon, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this stuff. Let's see here, we gotta move it this way. So this isn't fully figured out yet. I'm still becoming a better modder on the SDX side. Anyway, this is just a rain bucket. It's meant to catch water when it's raining. So I've got to go in and probably do some code in a patch script and make it actually do that. But yeah, I mean, obviously water should fall in there and then it'll collect in your bucket and then eventually you can harvest it, right? So that's the plan with that. So we'll get into that one soon. Yeah, but I also wanted to say, like, what other things are we all interested in now? I did start some Rend, and I think probably we have some people doing some watching Rend and stuff as well. And I would like to continue to play Rend. It's just a matter of, you know, having more time. So we hopefully can do some more of that. Sorry, Arlene. Let's lock her in here. There you go. Trapped. So, yeah, we have Rend. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in Darkness Falls. I'm interested in Undead Legacy still. You know, I want this channel to be, you know, interactive and partly fueled by you guys, right? Because, I mean, you guys make it happen. I also should announce that I have tickets for PAX West. So I will be going there. And in theory, I'll have some stuff done up. I will have at least one sword done, and hopefully a helmet thing. I'll probably, you know, try to show some pictures and stuff. And if there's anything you guys want me to see there, let me know. That way I can take some pictures, or I can, you know, maybe do a small video on it. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. I mean, PAX is a pretty crazy fun place. And so, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to see Shirley there. And because I think, yeah, I've got tickets for that day for sure. And yeah, I think it'll be kind of cool to, you know, hang out there for a while. All right, guys, as always, I enjoy talking to you guys. Yeah, I just want to know more about you watching, and wanted to inform you about all the things that are kind of going on with me. And so, yeah, I think we're caught up. And so if you enjoyed this, you can hit the like button, share it with some friends who are also interested in the channel. Hopefully Alpha 17 comes out soon, and we can all play together. We can show you some neat new fun things. I'm really looking forward to the next upcoming couple months. Feel free to also check out my Patreon, and I will see you in another video. Bye bye.